What is going on, everybody? Shane Carling here. So listen, I want to share with you an adventure I'm on right now. This is pretty big. I'm living all out, passionately in the pursuit of my dreams. That's what 7-Day Weekend is all about. And if you've been following my journey, guys, you know that I've set out to share my music with the world, right? I had a vision to change the way that we're doing concerts and music events, and you know, I want to be able to document and film this journey that I'm on, to really share with the world, to show you guys that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. And when I said that I'm going to be playing music in stadiums, you know, I'm serious about that. And just like Bradley Cooper became a rock star to play a rock star in the movie A Star Is Born, when I saw that, I was so inspired. I was like, okay, like I can do it too. You know, I've been playing guitar since I was 9 years old, and I had this gift that I wanted to share with the world. But you have no idea where I came from, like all the fears that I had overcome. Like I was always a socially inept kid. You know, growing up, I was always so awkward. I never fit in. I was picked on by the kids that got picked on. I was always told to shut up or that I wasn't good enough. And so, you know, I did anything I could to fit in when I was in my early 20s, and I got into partying and drugs and ruined my life. But all through everything, I had that guitar. You know, I had my guitar, I had my music, and when I really, you know, in my mid-20s, when I was at the lowest point of my life, and you know, I had this saved by Jesus moment. You know, I was so profoundly changed that I knew I had this destiny, this calling to share this message, to share this love, to share this music and this message with the whole world. I had visions of it, super crystal clear visions. But to do that meant facing all my fears. To do that meant overcoming every single one of my greatest obstacles and fears, you know, and to step into becoming the fullest expression of what God designed me to do, you know, to really live all out passionately in the pursuit of that dream, of that vision. And, you know, I never knew how it was going to happen. I didn't know the way it was going to go down, but I knew it was going to happen. But, you know, it's like, you know, the number one fear for most people is public speaking, right? Well, now imagine making your own songs up, your own stuff that you've really had no outside input, and presenting it to the world, right? Like, how's it going to be received? Who's going to like it? Who doesn't? Like, it's a whole thing. And because it's such a personal journey for me, my music, right? But it's also been so healing and so transformative for me, and so beautiful. And so I have this really amazing friend named Steve Curtis, who I think is one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And, you know, and he's just been such a believer in my music and my journey. You know, he's really been super supportive. And last year, for my birthday, because I've been playing guitar, but I was never able to play guitar and sing. You know, like, honestly, if I tried playing guitar and singing, the closest thing up until this point, the closest thing I could compare it to was that someone was like punching a cow in the stomach. It was just so weird. I couldn't do it. But Steve, like, he knew I would be able to somehow, and he would always encourage me, right? Such a great friend. And so he got me some singing lessons with Tatiana Speed. Now, if you guys don't know who Tatiana Speed is, you need to go look her up. She is a freaking angel. She's so powerful, so amazing. She's just so tapped in. And he got me some singing lessons with her, and she really helped me kind of like connect. And like literally the first lesson I had with her, the very first lesson I had with Tatiana Speed, I was singing and playing guitar. And I was like almost in tears. It was so amazing. I was like, oh my gosh, like it was like she just reached into my soul and was like, whoop, and all of a sudden I'm singing and playing guitar. And I'm like, wow, I can do it. So, and she's been helping me write some lyrics for the songs that I've had. And I'll just do this brain dump. And then she's like, okay, so like that. And all of a sudden we have a song. Like, it's amazing. And so I planned on doing some concerts. My first concert was going to be in May 22nd. I was going to have some friends come from all over the place, and I was going to do my first show where I was going to share some stories and share the music and take people on this amazing musical journey. But then COVID hit, and when COVID hit, everything just got wiped out. All those plans just laid to the side. But what I had was a vision, and I knew I was still going to push forward. And when COVID hit, I realized that instead of just putting it on the shelf and waiting, like we can reimagine how we do these music get-togethers. Like, what do I really want? Like, what would really create an amazing musical experience for people? What would be the ideal setup? Like, how can I curate and create and craft and build the ultimate audience, for the most exquisite, intimate, powerful, transformative music event that someone can get to? And so I realized that with physical distancing, I don't like to say social distancing because I think that that's just a very negative terminology, but physical distancing is a better term. Can we create physical distance safe music events where people are at least far apart? Like, if 10 people show up with COVID, the other 20 people wouldn't get it. Like, it has to be that well facilitated, that well organized, that well taken care of and looked after, and that type of consideration to create this event. And so I invested and I got some equipment and I looked at how to put on outdoor events that would be beautiful and eclectic and amazing, and where I'd be able to share my music with people under the stars. And so I came up with musicunderthestars.live. All right. So this is the whole thing. It's like a freight train. All right. So I've been talking to other artists who are amazing artists all across Canada who, want to be able to partake in do these shows. Right. So now we have something really cool. But, at the same time, while I'm working on getting my voice, my music and my song out there, it's about collaboration. It takes a village to make someone, who they're meant to be. You can't just do it on your own. You need God, but God puts us in community for a reason, because all of us need each of us and each of us need all of us. And if you understand at that high level, how we're all one, we're all part of the same family, we're all children of God, we all have our gifts and messages and talents to share with one another. And so I can't just do that rock star thing all on my own. I need help. And so a friend of mine who I've been talking with, who's a Juno award-winning singer-songwriter as well, his name is Greg Matthews. And, he kind of reached out to me, saw a video. He was like, hey, man, I want to help you get to the next step here, so I want to show you some things you can do with your singing, and I want to, help you record some stuff. We'll get it mastered. We'll get some stuff up on SoCan. And so he just made the offer to just out of his heart, just to help me kind of do that. And again, that's what I love about, musicians. That's what I love about, putting the right stuff out there, is the right people will come around and they just want to work with you. They just want to help, they just want to help you get on your way. So right now I'm actually on my way. I'm going to be doing a 20-hour road trip, 20 hours, because I got an electric car. I packed up everything and I'm here on the road. I'm going from Vancouver all the way to Edmonton. It's going to be basically a 2-day journey for me because I got an electric car, so I got to stop and charge. I left a little bit late, but that's fine. So I'm going to be heading to Banff. I'm going to camp out in Banff for maybe Revelstoke or something like that tonight. And then tomorrow, and then hanging out for the next few or handful of days. We're going to be out there belting out some vocals. We're going to be, doing some writing some songs. We're going to be doing some recording, and we're going to come out with a really cool finished product for you guys that I think is going to be incredible. So I'm so excited about, this journey, and this collaboration with, various artists to build that vision, to build that dream. And I want you guys to stay tuned because I just want to share what I'm up to right now. Now, before I even let you go, I want to say this one thing. Is none of this would be possible if I didn't bust my ass, pardon me for swearing, but, seriously, I had to bust my butt on my business, okay? Hard labor in my business, okay? So that I could create the high ticket and the passive income streams so that I can go out and pursue my dreams. Because here's the thing, right? If you're trying to build your dream, but you need to eat from it, in other words, like if you want to be a musician and like you need to make money from being a musician in order to be a musician, the problem with that is then you might end up making compromises or playing gigs that aren't the right fit for you. And it can actually slow you down because you can get caught in the minutiae. You know, the key is to be able to work on your project, on your business, not in it. And I worked really hard in my businesses, and then I got to a place where I could work on my businesses, okay? And that helped me get the financial stability that I needed to not have to worry about money. Now, the key is this: whatever your monthly expenses and lifestyle costs are, if you want to really truly pursue your dreams and goals, the fastest way to get there is get that money situation figured out. So if that means you got to do a network marketing company, it means you got to do a network marketing company. If that means it's going to take you a few years, sometimes it does, you know, because, you know, it's not like you're always going to be discovered, right? I when I went to Vancouver, I saw some of the most talented, amazing artists. Nobody gets discovered. It's like trying to win the lottery, you know, and I realized that maybe there's a different way. Maybe in the future, you know, things won't be the same, you know, where you're trying to be discovered. You know, if I get discovered, fantastic, that's great. But it's going to be because I'm putting the work in, right? It's going to be because I'm putting the work in the skill set, the mindset, the soul set, and the talent. You know, I'm working hard every single day, discipline, and working very, very focused in the direction of my dreams. Again, you know, sometimes it makes more sense to take what your passion is and put it on the shelf for a minute while you go get the business and income, so you're not stressed out about money and food and rent. And so that's one of the other aspects that I teach in 7-Day Weekend is, like, you know, if you really, really, truly want to get something that you're dreaming about to go and explode and grow and to be able to put all yourself into it, if you can get rid of the money worry, you know, if you can get rid of the thing like, okay, I got to eat, I got to pay bills, like, if you can get rid of that, you don't have a job to show up to, if you can get rid of that, just the money worry, it's a major thing that you don't have to worry about anymore, right? So I've been very blessed. I'm super grateful that I worked really, really, really hard to be able to take care of that. Now, that doesn't mean that I've got like a permanent nest egg for life. Like, I don't know, like freaking life can happen, you know what I mean? But I worked hard enough to get to a place where it's not a major focus for me. You know what I mean? It's not a major, now I live frugal. I do my best to live beneath my means so that I don't put myself into financial stress, because financial stress, it really affects your mind. You know what I mean? You can get into desperado states, and it can hack into your creativity, it can hack into your energy, and you don't want to get yourself into that. And with discipline and being frugal, and with being a good steward, right? And not being a spendthrift, you know what I mean? Like, really just discipline yourself and making some sacrifices, then what happens is over time you'll be able to save more, you'll be able to do more, you know, and you'll be able to expand faster because you don't kind of hammer yourself. Now, I'm only teaching you this from experience. Like, I spent so many years just messing myself up financially by overspending and, you know, being a bit of a spendthrift. You know, there's only one expense that I really don't consider or I budget for, and that's food, because food's important. And if I got to spend $10 on a meal or whatever, like, I eat healthy. It's important to invest in your health, right? But anyways, I just want to share this journey with you guys. I'm off on my way to Edmonton. And the cool thing is, with an electric car, there's these electric charge stations. And so they all give free Wi-Fi. So every couple hours, I'm going to be at a charge station. Every 2-3 hours, I'm going to be at a charge station for an hour, and I hook up to the free fast Wi-Fi there, and I'm going to be working. So on my trip to Edmonton, I'm going to stop. Hey Patrick, what's up? I'm going to be stopping off, doing some online working. I've got some online businesses that I'm working right now. I'm recruiting. I'm messaging people. I'm building a team. I launched into a new project last week and made $7,000 first week doing it, just not making an income disclaimer there, whatever, but killing it, crushing it, working with a really cool group of people, so there's all sorts of really fun projects that you can get on board with in the online space, and that's the other thing I want to talk about is, like, guys, if you're not online right now, if you don't realize that all you need is I don't even need a laptop anymore. Cell phone's good. Like, I actually don't need the laptop. I've kind of got to that place. yeah, you can build crazy stuff. It's simpler than ever. There's so many things now that are automated, that are almost plug and play, where all you got to do is just show up with the right energy and do the right thing and take the right actions and follow instructions, and you can make money. You really can. There's so many amazing products out there that can actually make you and generate money for you. There's a million things when you start looking. Here's the thing I'll leave you with is, when you seek, you'll find. If you are looking for ways to automate your income, if you're looking for ways and you have a discerning heart and you apply some wisdom to that and you have good counsel around you look, when I say good counsel, I mean, don't be talking to your broke friends about some business idea. That's the stupidest thing I think you could do. What you want to ask is some rich people. You need rich counsel, like not just rich in money, but like rich in life, okay? I have a very astounding level of counsel around me where I have ideas and I bounce it off at least seven people, right? If I'm looking at something, I'll bounce it off a bunch of people, right, who are successful financially in their health and in their relationships and in a lot of things, because then there's wisdom in counsel, right? So if I'm looking at an opportunity, I'm like, okay, what are the pros? What are the cons? What are the good things? What are the bad things? What are the gains? What are the losses? What are the risks? What are the benefits? What are the long-term benefits? Where can I grow? What am I learning from this? Like, there's so many questions that you really want to ask, and you're going to get different viewpoints from different people. But always seek counsel, guys. Make sure that I think a lot of people right now are lacking that very important key. And even in the pursuit of what I'm doing here, I have counsel in people who are in film and media, right? Like, if I'm going to document something, I'm learning how to document. This is my first time at it, but I want to do it right the first time, right? So like, what kind of content do I got to capture? What kind of stuff do I got to create? If I want to make a documentary and a web series, what are the shots that look good? What are the things that I can do el solo during COVID? So I've got media counsel, right? And if you're going to pursue your dreams, remember this. You're not going to do it on your own. You need a whole village of people who believe in you, support you, encourage you, who see the best in you, and want to see you lifted up. You know what I mean? And I'm just leaving it with that, guys. Bit of a rant today. I'm super excited. I'm going to be on the road for a very long time today, all day. I'm going to hopefully make it to Banff before midnight. If not, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna probably camp off in somewhere close, maybe Revelstoke. And yeah, tomorrow Edmonton. So it's gonna be fun, guys. What's up, guys? Hey, let's see here. We've got some people saying stuff. Martin, good to see you, Martin. I will be safe, by the way. I'll be at a workstation in the next hour and a bit. So if you guys want to connect with me there, if anybody wants to learn what I'm doing for business, if anybody wants to see what we're up to, it's working really good. I'd love to share that with you, but shoot me a message because I'm going to be on the road now. So cheers, guys.